What's up, y'all? It's Frank and Rachel. We're getting the live setup. So those of y'all that are new to the channel, this is Rachel's Wednesday night Woman's Live. Our channel is we're sort of recovery based. Women we sort of give a voice to those that don't necessarily have a voice or sort of forgotten about in society. So thank you everybody for joining. I'm about to get out of here now that I got this set up for Rachel. What's up, Tamika? How everybody doing? And Sandy, what's up, Lexi? And get out. So the other one is a little faster. This one is a little faster. See, like Tamika. All right, see, Jennifer's the last one. See, Jennifer didn't make it over here yet.
Okay.
So you want this one?
Yeah.
Okay. That's it.
Okay.
All right. Right there. You just type right there to type comments or anything.
Okay.
That's it. Please don't forget to like and share the video. Thank you guys. And God bless. Let me see if I can set this up for you.
Sorry, it's just taking a minute to get this together.
If I could set this up for you, like, so you get the video live, you know what I mean? But the audio, yeah. Maybe if I do that the opposite way. There you go. This is you over here.
Okay.
Okay. So you got your live feed from the video, and then
where's my comments?
Your comments are right there.
Okay, but I like to see. Okay,
yeah, this is live, so you can see what's going on as it's happening.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So yeah. It's not. So it's not. Yeah. There we go.
There, that's good.
Yep. All right. Everybody have a great night. God bless. And there you go.
Okay.
Oh,
okay. Hello, everyone. I hope
keep track of those comments.
Yeah. I hope everyone is having a good week so far. I'm just trying to read some of the comments. So my daughter is looking in. So I know like last week we kind of we were talking kind of about everything, kind of one thing led into another. And I know last week kind of like the topic was mental health, which I feel that, you know, obviously in recovery I feel like it goes hand in hand. Yes, thank you, Tamika, for sharing that. Yes, please keep the negative comments, you know, to yourself.
Even about the election.
Yeah. Frank just said about like even about the election. I don't even want to talk about that. So, you know, I feel like we're just here to kind of talk about us. And yeah, just positive things, no negative things. But I saw somebody ask how old my daughters were. The twins are 14. That's the one that was looking in. Yeah, Melissa, your head's spinning from work. Yes, right? I want to be distracted from the world too. Right now I have a lot of anxiety, not from just from my own personal stuff right now. Plus I do suffer from, anxiety. So, and coming on here also increases my anxiety at first. You're lighting sage for the chat. Thank you for that. Yeah, I have a lot of, I'm going to share this with everyone because just to kind of share, like, with my anxiety right now. Last week, I suffer from really bad also TMJ. And last week, I went to see my second specialist for an oral surgeon. And I have to have a total joint replacement on the right side of my joint. And I'm having a lot of anxiety over it. There's a lot of risk involved with that. And obviously it's, on your face. So that's, one of my concerns. But I'm trying not to think about it so much tonight. I just kind of wanted to share about that because that has just been something that's been on my mind lately. I know that, we all suffer from different things in life, come up, but I just kind of was asking, for prayers for that because just to hear what the doctors, I went and got a second opinion and everything. And it made my anxiety 100 times worse, 100 times worse. So, but I do feel like, I'm kind of being a little more optimistic. I feel that I'm praying and I just know everything's going to be okay. So I just am trying not to think about it so much. Your dad got tested. Yeah, I'm definitely one that believes that, I can speak things into existence. And I've been just trying to speak good things about that. I've been trying to, speak things like everything's going to be okay. The surgery is gonna be great. And, just kind of talk myself like that kind of stuff. But, when things show up while in recovery and not using, I feel like so many addicts, first thing they want to do is use over it. And it's also one of those things that is painful too. So not only am I dealing with, the anxiety and the mental part of it, I also feel like the pain of it as well. Wait, can I ask, can you take pain meds after? So that is something that when I went in to talk to the doctor, that is the first thing that I told her, that I'm an addict, I'm in recovery, and I would love to stay away from the pain meds as much as I can. Obviously, it's a major surgery. So, I will, they did tell me while in the hospital, they can kind of have a little more control over it. So my goal is to leave the hospital with no pain meds. Well, God's child, that actually was my second opinion, for the total joint replacement. I have an end stage, joint, like an end stage degenerative joint. Yeah, and if I am having pain, I also, though, right now, I feel like if I would have to come home with pain medication for something that major, I also know that I have a good support system. I have my mom is one of my biggest supporters, and I also feel like she could hold me accountable. Frank's obviously, my husband. I shouldn't say, my husband who lives in the house is also, it's just hard because, he's an addict too. I would never want to put him at risk for anything. They honestly don't know why my joint is so bad. I do grind my teeth. They have gone in twice now and cleaned the joint out with a scope, but they think that I might have in my past had a fracture and that it didn't heal the right way. So that's kind of that's what they think happened. They honestly don't know. They don't think that it's something else that, is affecting my other joints though, because it's just pinpointing that single joint. Can you guys hold on 1 second? I just have to get Frank. I got to plug the computer in because it's going to die on me if I don't. Frank. I need you to plug the computer in. It's going to die. So, but, but those are things that show up, those are things that just kind of like show up in our lives. We can't control that. Yeah, this is really good. I love, Lauren, you just said about, women uplifting other women. I think that is so important. And I was sharing last week that, I was not always a woman's woman. I was a jealous woman. I wasn't the type that I wanted to hang out with other women because of my own insecurities at that time. It took me a lot of years to get to the point, where I'm at. And I honestly feel like it has come from me going to different inpatient treatment facilities and then realizing how much healing I did when I was around other women and how much how great that felt. And but anyhow, I like I said, I was not always a woman's woman, and I'm grateful that I am where I'm at now. I was like the type of woman like back in the day that I was like, oh, I don't want to hang out with other women because they're petty and yada, yada, yada. But really, that was never the case. It was truly because I was just jealous and insecure. So, I think it's so important to have women in your life. Right, Jessica? Me too. I do too. I think it was Lauren said about how many treatments she's been in. I have also been in.
If you want to highlight somebody's comment, you just click on them and then you click off when you want to take it off. So if somebody says something that you want to talk about. Okay, I'm going to click on Lauren's right here. She's like, how did you overcome the insecurity? So honestly, well, I had shared too last week, in my past, I was not in a very unhealthy relationship, and I was cheated on often, which that made me insecure. But I also feel like even before getting into that relationship, I didn't like who I was. I had a very hard time just sitting with myself and being with myself. I realized that now later on. But it's for me, I feel like when I was in treatment facilities, it was like
well, let me just take it back. When I was younger and I was saying like I didn't like who I was, it was like I just wanted to be everybody but me. I wanted to be, you and you and you and look like this and have this and do what she's doing. But it was like I never wanted to just be me, until I realized I'm never going to be anybody but me. So I think too, also, my sister-in-law, she came, I started building security before I was with Frank. I started, working on myself. And when I got out of the relationship that I was in, I realized I was working on myself for a long time before I actually got out of that relationship. And I feel, then I met Frank, got with him, and I just started, I was even more secure with myself. I had somebody that I was with that made me feel very secure also. And my sister-in-law at one point, she came to live with us. And she would do, a lot of positive affirmations and just a lot of positive self-talk. And I was like, got real into that. And I realized that helped me so much. It helped me so much. And I would encourage everybody to do that. Positive affirmations, even if driving to work, 5 minutes, listen to some positive affirmations, say them out loud. Hi, Honda Mommy. I saw you jumped in, but sorry, these comments are going so fast too. So it's really, I'm not as good as Frank when he reads these so fast, and I can't do that. But like I was saying though too, I feel like just over the years, I started realizing a little more and more of my self-worth. So, and I don't really have, like I was saying, I don't really have any topic to talk about. I just kind of figured, I don't know, that people would, you guys, this is all of us talking. So, and now I'm a little nervous too. So, and I start like forget what I'm talking about sometimes because I'm listening for the baby too. And I thought I would hurt her, but I think she's okay. So, but I don't know. Like I was saying though, I would encourage encourage everybody to do some positive affirmations. Thank you, Mandy. And I still struggle though, and I go through like oh my God,
Can I come and hang out now?
You're so stupid. He's got my glasses and scarf on.
I was trying to come out and hang out with the ladies, all right?
Yeah.
I was looking for a wig.
I have one in the closet. Oh, it's up on the top. So yes, I do them. I do positive affirmations with my daughters too. Now they're getting to the point they don't want to do them, but I definitely make them tell themselves, say something good about yourself. Say something good about your sister. Frank's so stupid. But I'm glad he did it because I started getting nervous. He did look Egyptian. What am I doing to help my daughters be confident? Shoot, I don't know. Well, I don't know how I highlighted that other one. So I think that's I think that's really good. I honestly feel like the best thing that I can do is show them um, myself, show them that I'm a confident woman. And I also feel like I'm trying to teach them to like who they are at a young age. And I do truly believe that they do. You know, my daughters, they're 14, they're about to be 15, the twins. And I feel like they have a pretty good, I don't know what I'm trying to say here. Pretty good self, like they have pretty good self-love, if that's makes sense. Um, they don't wear makeup, which I didn't allow them to wear makeup because oh my god, he did get my hair. He's got my hair out of the closet. You look like
what?
I don't know.
Like what? Huh?
I don't know. He looks like a wrestler. Like,
oh yeah, no. All right.
You're so stupid. So, Jessica said she's done. He's so stupid. But listen, I literally always say to my daughters, the twins, I'll say, girls, this is what happens when you didn't get enough attention as a child, because this is how Frank acts. Like, he just has to have all the attention. But seriously, anyhow, he's so stupid. Anyhow, but like I was saying with my daughters, so, you know, they're 14, going to be 15. You know, I used to do a lot of negative self-talk, and I was doing it in front of my daughters. And I realized that I was doing that, and I had to stop that immediately. Like, as soon as I realized that I was doing that and I have them listening to me, I was like, no, I need to stop. Yes. And I tried very hard to never do that. And I tried to tell them constantly, like, how beautiful they are, you know, how, you know, they have such good hearts. I'm sorry, it's buffering. It's probably our internet. So, and it's hard. It's hard right now with, you know, like I saw somebody saying 15 is hard. I remember when I was 15. And I'm grateful because at 15, I was doing a lot worse that they are now. Because honestly, they're good girls. They do, you know, obviously everybody has their times that, you know, we act up and stuff like that, but I'm very proud of them. And they hold each other accountable as well. And I don't know if that's a twin thing, but I'm very glad because they always had each other. When I was 15, you were pregnant. Yeah. And when I was 16, I was pregnant. By 12, mine stole her second car. Yeah, you know, and I'm not saying because I just feel like I don't want to, you know, because there's, you know, anything could happen. Anything could happen. But I try really hard. And I never lied to them. They do remember when I was, you know, using. They didn't really understand it at the time, but they just remember me having to go away, and why I couldn't live with them.
they do watch the channel. I know they don't watch it all the time. Yeah, and I feel pregnant after bag of popcorners. But I mean, it is hard. I also, I have an 18-year-old too that he is, I'm very proud of him. He is at Penn State College. He just signed up for the Army. But unfortunately, because of my drug use, I do not have a regular mother-son relationship with him. My mom was basically his mom. She raised him. He lived with her. We have a great relationship now. We have a good relationship, and it's a lot better. But it's not your typical mother-son relationship. It's not. I'm grateful that where we are, but if I wouldn't have been, and this is all a consequence of the result of my drug use, and I have to take ownership for that. And I do dwell on it sometimes. I try not to, but I know just a couple weeks ago, I think, do you ever get in those like emotional moments? I was having a really emotional moment, and I sent him a message, just saying to him that, I was sorry that I was never really the mother that he deserved to have. And he did tell me that, it was okay, and that he's glad that, I'm just good now, and I'm being a mother to, his brothers and sisters. So, and I know that there's a lot of people that have gone through, people that other mothers who have actively used and, lost custody of their kids, because I did at one point. I had lost custody of all of my older 3 kids. And I worked really hard to get them back. Yeah, and he is very mature, and I honestly feel like that was because he had to grow up at such a young age. He definitely did. Yeah, Honda mommy. My mom was, I remember at the time I was very upset with my mom. I felt like she was at the time, and this was years ago, at the time I just felt like she was against me. She was trying to take my kids, and she was trying to, I guess, maybe sabotage me, because I felt like I would get clean for like literally a month and want my kids back immediately, which it doesn't work like that. I had to be clean for a while, and I hated it. I remember having to go to supervised visits, and I was like, how dare somebody want to watch me around my kids? But it's because I was doing, like, literally, I was doing shit I wasn't supposed to be doing. So of course somebody's going to watch me around my kids, and that was really hard. It was hard getting clean. it was hard getting clean and not having your kids. That period of when you're clean, but you don't have your kids and you're working towards that and trying to prove yourself, that for me was so hard. You know, yeah. And that was things that I was, you know, I remember getting that piece of paper, like that piece of paper, literally with the custody, like getting custody back of them. And it was honestly such a good feeling. But it was, then afterwards, I was like, damn, it's just a piece of paper though. Like I was literally, you know, I was in their lives doing so much at that time. But for some reason, that little piece of paper I thought was going to mean like so much, you know, which it did. But I realized, you know, it was me being clean. It wasn't that piece of paper. How long was I away? Well, off and on, I was away for a while. I probably been to, I don't know, probably about 13, 14, 15 different inpatient rehabs, you know. Yeah, Audie, it was hard. And I do feel like for me, you know, there was a time that I went to a halfway house, and it wasn't just like a regular halfway house. Like you get to go and you can just go get a job, live as you want. No, it was very structured. And at the time I remember going, and it was because I literally had nowhere else to go, but it was a godsend because it was the best. It just really, for me, gave me a foundation. It gave me, it just showed me that I could live clean. Moms. Well, thank you, Lauren. I'm proud of all you guys in here because, you know, and I did see somebody post a little bit ago about their clean time. And I just wanted to say, you know, congratulations on that. Because, you know, getting clean is it's never easy. It's never easy. And yes, we go through that physical pain, but then when reality hits, and that reality hits, and we have to, you know, look at all of everything that we just done. That's hard. I remember feeling like that for me was, I hated that part. It was like I was going into a detox or a treatment facility, and that physical pain, yeah, I was going through it. But then to sit with myself and realize everything that I just did to everybody, the guilt that I had and the shame, that's always hard. Congratulations, Tiffany, on your 5 years. Yeah, you know, and I used to be so, I want to say, I mean, excuse me, guys, 1 second. I gotta grab a tissue. My nose is running. But, yeah, that guilt and shame. I just know, like, every time getting clean, it was like I always feared that part of almost like you get that wake up call. Andy, my mom raised my oldest son, and she did an amazing job. He is a good kid. He is at Penn State University. and he's doing amazing. He is very independent, strong-willed. Yeah, when you got to face yourself in the mirror. Yeah, I remember I hated looking at myself in the mirror. I couldn't even, I couldn't. I remember I literally couldn't look at myself in the mirror at one point. You know, thank you, Pinup Pumpkin. Yeah, my mom's a wonderful woman. She really is. So 4 years, 4 years clean. So, I know Frank's a little more open about his story and his stuff. I guess for me it was because of what I do. I'm a nurse. But if you came to my hometown, a lot of people, but I don't know. I struggle with the relationship that I have with my dad. So, did I know? Yes, I did know Frank actually, and we have put a story out there. Frank actually I used to cop off Frank. So, yeah, I wanted my mom to do an interview as well, just to get it from a different perspective. She's the one that I'm trying to read these and talking. It's your, yeah, I have overcome my anxiety right now. Wait, you have to rewatch Rachel and see your new song. You guys should do a part 2. Yeah, we want to do a part 2 when we were driving in the car. That was the last time how we did it. So, well, thank you, Lauren. Yeah, and you guys really have helped me, because there has been a lot of times that I was going through stuff, and it's here that I met people that I was able to talk to, and that helped me, because there was a time just a couple months ago that it was actually the beginning of this year. I was struggling so bad, so bad. And it was when I was pregnant. It was when I was pregnant. You would think that that would be a time that was going to be great for me, but it was, honestly, I was so depressed during my pregnancy, and I really, really struggled. And I really was, I really thought at one time I was going to use. Actually, I made a decision that I was going to, and just thank God my plan did not work out. Thank God. Thank God. I just want to say that, because I don't even know if, they say, one is too many, 1,000 is never enough. Good night, Kara. I just saw that. Thank you for joining, and hopefully you're able to join us next week too. Yeah, and there are so many people. I actually wanted to do this, and let me hear your guys' thoughts, because we have the StreamYard. Next week, maybe we could get somebody on here too, to be able to kind of talk as well. Oh my gosh, Shannon. I am so sorry. Wait, you lost who lost their child? Shannon? Oh my gosh. I am so sorry. I cannot even, and I don't want to imagine that pain. I am so sorry. And Andy, I'm so sorry. Wow. It's just, that's something that's not natural. That's just not natural. I'm so sorry. Yes, Shannon, I'm praying for you. I'm praying for you, Andy. I'm so sorry. Wow. I just feel like um I just feel like that's just not ever supposed to happen. I know it happens a lot, and I can't imagine. I just can't imagine that pain. And I honestly don't even have words because I don't even know what to say besides that I am praying for you, and I that I just I'm praying for you because I don't think there's anything that anybody could say. Wow, I'm really sorry. Just so many, just there's a lot of pain that people suffer, and you just don't even know. People don't even know. It just Yes, God's child, you're so right. The body dies, but the spirit lives on forever. It's eternal. That is so true. And I do believe that. I mean, I definitely am not shy to say, I believe in God, and um, I would never deny my God. I don't, want to make it all about, religion or anything, but I'm definitely praying for all of you that have lost anybody. Yeah, Lauren, I'm really sorry about that. Yes, definitely condolences. Um, I know that I had um, one of my mom's friends. She lost her son, who I knew from an overdose, and it's just so sad. I have talked to her a couple times about it. She's definitely she has definitely helped so many other people who have gone through stuff like that, who has also lost loved ones, um, because that I don't know what to say to somebody, and like I said, I don't feel like there's anything that you can say to somebody like that. I think you can only pray for them and just be there for them. I feel like sometimes it's just natural to want to say something to somebody to make them feel better. And sometimes you just can't. You just can't. So, thank you, boss lady. Yeah. Sorry, my nose is stuffy, like my allergies. We like turned the heat on the other day when it was really cold out, and now ever since then my allergies have been horrible. Yeah, and that's what I feel. I see Michelle's comment here, and I feel like that's, that's what we, that is to share our experience to help others. I feel like that's why we go through stuff. That's why, you know, I went through what I went through. And I'm not saying that in the sense that to make anybody's situation okay. I'm just saying that, we go through different things, and everybody goes through different things. Everybody. And I feel like, but then for us to help other people go through similar things, that's what it's about. And I definitely believe you can die of a broken heart too. Alicia, I honestly, right now, it's really funny because I think this would be a good topic. She just asked, do I have any hobbies? And what are my outlets? And I honestly still struggle with that. I feel like a lot of who I am was always associated with another person. Like, either my kids or, my husband. And I just feel like I kind of, over the years, kind of lost who I was. So as now, I am trying to still kind of find out like different things about myself. I really love, helping people. I love, I love working. I love working with other women. But I don't really have any hobbies, to be honest. Ugh. All these people lost so many people. Ugh. I'm really sorry to everybody that. Yeah, rising sun. You can ask Frank something. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, if you pray, I think that would be wonderful to pray for everybody. I feel like we should pray for everybody, just everybody. Like, I can hear myself because Frank's listening or somebody's listening. Frank, do you want to come out here? Somebody had a question for you. Well, thank you, Laura. Yeah, honestly, I feel like yeah, it is definitely, it's a hell of a hobby. Yeah, he's coming out, I think. Shh. And here he is. Oh, somebody here, Rising Sun E has a question.
Will you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Will you heat up? While I get the question. Rising Sun? Yes, it should be. Oh, man, I just got a nice shower. Rising Sun.
I do like to do makeup.
Yeah. Melissa, what you mean? I never had long hair. Alicia, how you doing? Gina, Honda Mommy, Melissa, what's up, y'all?
Oh, absolutely, Michelle.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. You're saying something about a wig and I had long hair. Frank, I got the name of a book, A Piece of Cake by Cupcake Brown. Y'all miss me. Y'all miss me. Yeah, y'all miss me. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Did I miss something here?
What? Well, that was Rising Sun.
No, somebody said, like, I cut my mullet, and somebody said, I hope you took the wig off before you got in the shower. I don't know what the hell.
Yeah, you better not. No, don't shower with my hair on.
I don't know what you got. Anyway, videos of cutting. I'll put some up on the mommy. I'll put some up.
Tamika, that was a
Yeah, I don't know what you guys are talking about. Yeah, I think I'm invading. How much time sober till you bought a house? That all depends on how you manage your finances. Don't rush into things, because that's very stressful. So
yeah. Shoot, it took us years to work on our credit.
Yeah. Who is it, Rising Sun? Did she say something up here? Yeah, Laura, absolutely.
Yeah,
yeah. I use wall clippers. Here, if you see it pop up, because I don't want to interrupt you guys.
So, thank you, Melissa. So, don't build a house. It's so stressful on a marriage. Been there. Hold on a sec. Yeah, it definitely is a lot better than sobriety is so much better. So much better. I wanted to say, because we were talking about hobbies real quick, and I just wanted to say, because there have been many times that like I have said that to Frank. Getting clean and being a mom and a wife, oh dang, Lauren. Well, praying that he does good, and not only goes through detox, but I always, sometimes I feel like you got to stay, not just the detox, but you got to stay in an inpatient rehab and do all of that. We know Frank's found a decision to get clean. Was there a specific situation for you? If that's okay to ask. Yeah, I feel like for me, I think it was just, I don't know if there was like one specific moment that I realized that. I do remember there was one time that I was really, really bad. I was I was just really strung out. Okay. I was with my ex, and it was a time that literally, like, I sold everything in my house. The only thing I had left to sell was my vehicle. And I didn't have my kids at the time. I had my car, went to another city that we were getting high in, and sold my car. And with the little bit of money that I did get from it, we were at a hotel. And I remember at that hotel, I was getting high. I remember to go into the shower to get a shower real quick, because I didn't shower for, honestly, it was probably about 2 weeks at this time. So I go in to get a shower, and I just turned around and saw myself in the mirror, and it didn't even look like me. I honestly, when I tell you, I did not recognize myself, because I was so, oh, thank you, Shannon. Thank you for that. I was so, I literally weighed about 78. I know exactly how much I weighed. Actually, it was 78 pounds. I weighed 78 pounds. And I just remember getting in that shower and praying to God that I was like, God, just help me in any way, because I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this anymore. And that same day, we left the hotel, and then we got pulled over in a cab, like literally in a cab, which somebody, I don't even know how that happened. They were watching us from the hotel, and I was forced into treatment, but it was God's like intervention. Because I really feel like if I would have stayed one more day out in the street, I probably would have died. And I just remember that was the last time that I really, I want to say, was like strung out. And yes, I did kind of, thank you, Audie. Thank you for that. Thank you. I did relapse after that, but I never got that bad, because that was literally the worst I ever was, ever. And it was bad. It was really bad. So, that for me was the time that I was like, oh no, I couldn't. I just never wanted to get back. I never wanted to get like that again. I remember when I did go into a treatment facility, that's how I knew, because I was forced into a treatment facility after that. So in the next day, I went into a treatment facility, and they weighed me, and I knew I was 78 pounds, and I was just very malnourished. I was very strung out. And like I said, when I turned around and saw myself, I did not even recognize myself. Oh, good night, Audie. Thank you for joining us. Thank you. So, but that was definitely my moment, because after that, that's when I worked really hard, because I was like, I don't ever want to go back to that. And like I said, I did relapse after that, but they were never like that. I never was back out like on the streets like that again. I remember just walking around because I had nowhere to go, nowhere to sleep, nowhere to go. So I just walked. I remember just walking and walking and walking because it was just, you don't have nowhere to go. Yes, thank you for joining. I hope you have a wonderful night. So, but yeah, that was, I want to say that was definitely my moment that woke me up. No, I am not. Matter of time. Oh, that's awesome, Tiffany. So, yes, God's child. At that time, I was homeless. I was sleeping in my car, and like I told you, I sold my car. But I was homeless numerous times. I was fortunate that I was able to at times live with my mom. And that happens a lot. There's a lot more homelessness that happens that people don't really know about because they're staying with other people. They're not just sleeping out on the streets. Oh, congratulations, Samantha. That's awesome. That's such a good feeling. And I feel like a lot of times we, tell people like we're clean, and I feel like a lot of people don't understand if maybe they don't have somebody who is, I want to say, like somebody in their life that's an addict or have ever been addicted, because it's just like, yeah, we get it. Like, it's things that we're not supposed to do. Like, you're not supposed to use drugs. Why would you give yourself a pat on the back? But I think we all deserve to pat ourselves on the back. I need to know an address to send you and Rachel. Oh, okay, Rising Sun. Oh, thank you, Megan. Okay, Rising Sun. The address that you can send it to is the shop address, and it's 17 Broadway Street, Milton, in Pennsylvania. Yes, you are so right. Like, you don't ever have to feel like that again. You never ever have to feel like that. And I know it's so cliche to say, but honestly, you for anything that you're going through, whether it is addiction, mental health, there are times that my anxiety gets so bad that I have to just be like, all right, you know what? For the next 5 minutes, I'm just going to focus. I'm just going to sit down, keep it together, and just, that's what I have to do. And that can work so good in so many different ways, whether, you're using, whether it's depression, whether it's anxiety. Too cheap to spend money on drugs. Yeah, and we all have, I believe everybody has an addiction. I just, don't believe everybody's addiction is drugs. So, but I definitely believe everybody has an addiction. Yes. Oh, dang, Maureen. You're in an abusive marriage. Oh, wow. Do you feel like, and I don't know, but do you feel like your abuser, your husband, or a spouse, I don't know if it, do you feel like, they're just abusive because the alcohol, or do you believe, I feel like there's times when people act like that because they're under the influence, necessarily maybe not always like that, but you don't, let me just say this. You do not deserve that. Nobody ever deserves to be abused, ever. So I hope that you get some help for yourself, because even if your spouse gets treatment, you're still going to go through stuff because you are in an abusive marriage.
Right. Let's go.
Yes, and you never listen, that is oh my gosh. I do believe you don't deserve that, Maureen. I definitely feel nobody deserves that. I hope that there's definitely people that you can call, maybe to get out of that until your husband gets sober, because no one deserves that. No one. Thank you, Rising Sun. I appreciate that. And I'm looking forward to reading the book. What time it is. I probably will get off here shortly, but that just, yeah, you definitely, I definitely would encourage you to call somebody to get, be safe, until your husband or spouse can get sober. And I know that that's very hard. I know this. I know that is very hard to get out of an abusive relationship. Right, Honda Mommy? That could be. Absolutely. My daughter's creeping her. You need to go to bed. I didn't see what. Dang, I'm so sorry. Well, thank you, Josh. There's always hotline numbers that you can call. Dang, I don't even. I know that there is different. There's something called Women in Transition, Maureen. If you can get that, and I understand it's definitely hard, but I'm gonna probably, I hate to close the chat right now because I am a little worried. And I know sometimes you can't just go get your own place. A lot of times too, with, especially with people that you're with, depending on the money situation, it's not always easy, but they do have different hotlines and stuff like that you can call and move in, and be in a safe place until, you can get your own place. Yeah, and you're right, Lauren. You're absolutely right about that. But Maureen, just know that you don't deserve that. You are worth more than that, and you are better than that. So um I do want to kind of end it here. I definitely just want to I'm just trying to think. I'm just trying to like kind of pray a little bit here. Because Maureen's like on my heart right now. So, Maureen, yes, listen, girl, I'm going to pray for you tonight. I'm going to be praying for all of you in here, for everybody, who lost somebody, for everybody that's going through it. I want to say, I thank you to everybody that was able to come tonight. Yes. And Maureen, if there's so many people to get, I encourage you to come back. There are so many people in here that you can get connected with, and so many people that can help you. If one person, isn't able at the time, there's somebody else in here, I'll take her. Hold on. I'm going to end this evening. I have something very, very special to add. So, hi. You see, huh? Yeah, Maureen, if you're still in here, if you don't mind, saying where you're located. But like I was saying, I just want to thank everybody. She's in California. Okay, thank you. I just want to thank everybody for being here. If Maureen, if you need to, you can email Frank with your information. I will look some information up for you if you want me to. His is facesofkensington@yahoo.com. So if you want to email him, I will definitely look. I'll have him look and to get some information for you. So definitely we can do that. Right, Michelle? Yeah. So I just want to thank everybody though for being here. And I just, I just literally thank all of you. You guys helped me so much. You guys helped my family so much. And I truly appreciate that. You guys help so many people in here. I love how, connected we are. And I definitely love all the support and encouragement. I just thank everybody. I thank you all. Tamika, I love you if you're there. Jessica, love you if you're here. Honda Mommy, thank you. everybody, thank you so much. I just, Lauren, thank you for being here. I just literally thank all of you guys. You guys, Mandy, thank you. Thank you guys so much. Sandy, you guys mean a lot to me, truly. Honda Mommy, you mean a lot. You guys are always here and so supportive. And I just really, really appreciate you all. Yes, definitely. Definitely. So I will, be back next Wednesday also to do this again. I'm going to try to continue it every Wednesday. I just appreciate you all. I encourage, everybody to, like I said last time, just, encourage another woman, give another woman a compliment, tell them they're doing a good job. And I just thank everybody for everything. So I thank you, and I hope everybody has a great night. Oh, she's going to talk real quick. Go ahead. Oh, she's going to press the buttons. Good night, everyone.